Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final game of the night, the second match of this best of two between Team DT and HGT for the opening night of the three-day round-robin Chinese qualifier for Starladder Season 9. I am Zyori, slated to solo cast once again. Fair warning, guys, it is 4:30 a.m. here on the Pacific Coast. We did a double Starladder today, and I'm feeling the effects of fatigue. I'm getting a little bit loopy, and if this is another Rat Dodo 60-minute farm fest, oh, we're gonna have some giggles. We're gonna have some fun. The draft is underway, and I think we should just hop right on into it. So this time HGT, well, they had that luxury first pick. They went ahead and grabbed themselves the old Nature's Prophet because why not? Rat Dodo, right? The bands, well, looking pretty straightforward. Slark, Venomancer, and also, yeah, that's an Alchemist there as well as Invoker. Was a Rubik Visage grabbed by Team Dreamtime DT down there on the Radiant. And, of course, Clockwork here. The second choice for HGT.
Reserve time.
Now, an interesting choice from Dreamtime. They grabbed both their supports with their first two picks. And generally speaking, well, just a little bit of a rough strategy, I suppose. You know, I was going to reset this stream in between the games and try and fix the sync issues. I just forgot. I'm sorry. That there may have been sync issues on the camera, so well, you're just gonna have to deal with it. We're hopping into the game here. So anyway, Rubik and Visage, grabbing your supports first. Not exactly flex picks. You pretty much know exactly what these heroes are gonna do, and that limits them a little bit. Makes the bans for HGT a little bit easier. They're gonna focus on banning out some off laners. They already grabbed Nature's Prophet and Clockwork for themselves. No, they'll actually ban out the OD, so they will ban out some mid-heroes as well. All these seem to make a pretty decent amount of sense so far. Nyx Assassin banned by Dreamtime, a little bit interesting, as Nyx is a hero that tends to fare pretty well against Nature's Prophet, and they could have used him as an offlaner. He would have been a great addition to their lineup. But alas, they will ban him out.
5 seconds remaining.
Curious what they'll pick. Naga will be their fourth ban.
Radiant team pick.
Smart choice as well, as it looks like HGT will need some support. Spectre going to be the third pick for Dream Team. Interesting. So we will have a Radiance carry here to mix with the Visage and Rubik. Coming up next, they will need some Space Creators so that Spectre can get her farm. You get it, girl. Probably a Dragon Knight, potential mid-pick here for Dreamtime. He is a good space creator, especially if he can get that Shadow Blade.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Ooh, Enigma going to be the third choice for HGT. Interesting. A little bit greedy. So, I'm trying to think about how these lanes are going to settle down. Last we saw the Nature's Prophet Clockwork on the same team was the match I casted with
10
Winter.
seconds remaining.
And they did pick the Wind Ranger to pair with the Clockwork. They put Nature's Prophet in the off lane. And, well, actually, they put him solo safe lane. They put the Clockwork Wind Ranger in the off lane. So that would be Enigma in the jungle. And then they just need a mid-hero. Interesting with this Enigma choice. See someone in chat say, I don't like my use of the word round robin. It is a round robin, man. The definition of round robin is when you have a pool of teams and they all play each other. That is a round robin, man. That's like the definition. That's it, man.
5 seconds remaining.
But to each his own, I suppose. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to. Oh God. So Bat Rider here, the mid hero for Dreamtime. Okay. Not a bad choice. I think DK may have worked a little bit better here just because now Spectre is their front liner, but Bat Rider is also a space creator, a similar vibe to what DK can do in the big game while Spectre is trying to get that Radiance up, also the early game as well. I like the choice, though a rather squishy team except that of Spectre. Very curious who Dreamtime will grab with their final choice. HGT will go ahead and pick Crystal Maiden with their fourth pick. That is going to be their second support on top of the Enigma. Not the Wind Ranger we were thinking. Hard to guess exactly how HGT are going to lane this. Clockwork is always one of those flex pick heroes that in a pinch you can put him mid. Against Bat Rider, I think he would have his work cut out for him, but always, I mean, maybe Nature's Prophet as well. A hero that can fare in the mid lane. A possibility, but not a necessity. So Clockwork and Enigma as well. A lot of initiation power on the side of HGT. A lot of pushing power as well between the Eidolons and the Treants. I guess, you know, they could grab a Luna here for HGT. Not a hero we've seen yet today. I guess these Chinese teams aren't quite as interested in Luna as some of the other geographical metas. But Luna would work pretty well. The aura really helps in pushing when you have all those summons, minions, if you will, on the field. Dreamtime will ban out the Lifestealer.
Radiant team pick.
Not a bad choice. I don't know that Lifestealer synergizes super well with their team. They've got the delivery vehicle with the Clockwork. Wouldn't have been a bad pick, but I think Luna might work a little bit better for him. Puck, the final ban from HGT. I would think that Bat Rider is going to be their mid hero here. So kind of interesting to see Puck as the choice banned out. I guess Puck could also be the offlaner. We did see that actually earlier today in the losers bracket finals of the American qualifier for Starladder Season 9. So not the craziest of bans now that I really think about it, though it does seem a little bit off kilter. All right, well, take it back. HGT, they were on point. It's probably going to be an offlane Bat Rider, although it could still be Bat Rider mid, Queen of Pain, safe lane. No, I don't think they're going to aggro try with a Spectre. That would be crazy. That would be madness.
Ten seconds remaining.
Dancing in chat.
5 seconds
Oh,
remaining.
Twitch chat. How I love you and hate you at the same time. Always good for a chuckle.
Time.
Pretty sure you say round robin no matter what. I want to say round robin when it is a round robin, son. Anyhow. Viper, the final choice here. Interesting. Not the route that I was thinking, but still, Viper will work okay. Now, our Dire team will definitely be looking to do some damage early. They've got the pushing lineup. Viper, a decent carry, but will not out-carry the likes of a Spectre once he comes on, or once she comes online. Come on, Spectre's a girl. Spectre's a girl. So let's see how these lanes settle down. I'm very curious to see how DT want to set up these lanes. It looks like in July, he was the offlaner last time. He'll be playing on the Bat Rider. So safe to say, I think that, well, Bat will be the offlaner. Looks like they will do a 5-man team and rotate towards the top lane. 5-man train, choo-choo. Dire side, their lanes, well, maybe a little bit more obvious. Probably going to be that off-lane Clockwork with the Viper headed mid, I guess. Maybe it's Nature's. We're going to have to see how these lanes settle down. There are a lot of ways that HGT could set up these lanes. They have a lot of flex picks between 2 junglers, 2 offlaners. They can set this up kind of however they want. So this 5-man train looking for a first blood. Oh no. They may bump into the Crystal Maiden. Spectral Dagger to start things off. Follow up will be here. There's the telekinesis. Oh, Crystal feeding. What a start here for Team DT.
More shall come.
There you go. They secure the first blood on Crystal Maiden. Visage the one to walk away with a bonus gold. Their little 5-man party ends up being successful. They will block the big camp here with this Sentry Ward. Look at that. They've got blocking spawns and all 3. They also have a counter ward here, and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. But all 3 camps going to be blocked. This Enigma, he's going to be having a bad time. Definitely not going to be having a fun time. We'll probably have to rotate into the Radiant jungle. They have any sentries of their own to deal with this. Enigma has 1. He's got a singleton sentry. Use it wisely, my friend. Use it wisely. Now let's see how these lanes will settle down. On the Dire side, Johnny will be playing the solo bottom lane Clockwork on the Dire side of the map. In the mid, it will be 1-1, 1-1, playing on the Viper in a solo mid role. Enigma in the jungle, and he will find a counter ward here. And Enigma will be handled by Q Super, a.k.a. S as he's tagged up. Will be on the Crystal Maiden, headed up to the top lane, and 3-3-3 on the not exactly solo safe lane Nature's Prophet, actually the duo lane Nature's Prophet up here in the top. On the Radiant side, the team that's up 1-0 in this best of 2 series following that last epic game in July will be on the Bat Rider here in the solo hard lane. Air will be on the Queen of Pain in the solo mid roll up against the Viper. And down bottom, it will be Dreamy U on the Rubik. Pardon me, it's S. Why am I so confused? I don't know. Who is this S? Was he somebody different last time? Anyway, Super is the Visage here on the Radiant side. My apologies. And down bottom, XXD on the position 1 Spectre. And we move into another pause. Connection issues. Connection issues. The bane of live casting, as well as tech issues. I have no idea what Nature's Prophet just said. Hopefully it's something along the lines of Clockwork's having a small connection issue and we'll be reconnecting here in about 5 seconds time. Hopefully it's not the opposite of that, like his computer just caught on fire. Oh, looks like it was the former. Good. Welcome back, Clockwork. So, Spectre off to a good start here. Sitting 6-2 XXD in the safe lane role. Should be able to farm just fine against this solo Clockwork. And with this tri-lane, Clockwork won't be getting much. Oh, Clockwork. He is having connection issues. Oh, my browser crashed again. You know, I've been having some serious issues with Chrome, I have to say. We'll take this moment to go on a tangent while we're waiting for the pause. And I don't know, it must be something with this computer. I got to reinstall Chrome because every time I cast, Google Chrome crashes at least once, if not twice. And makes my experience much more frustrating. Bum, ba-da-da. So Johnny's having some serious connection issues here. Very unfortunate for everyone, but most importantly HGT. They need their offlaner here. Solo mid Viper versus Queen of Pain, an interesting matchup. One we don't see that often because, well, to be frank, teams just don't pick Quap all that much. Marlene and I were actually just talking about this the other day during the American Qualifier. And Quap has just really fallen off in popularity, at least in the North American scene. So kind of a treat here. She will start off 0-2 against the 2-6 Viper. So 1-1, 1-1. Very deny heavy to get things started. Interesting choice to start with the Ring of Protection as well. Get this Viper build. I like it. So Air struggling a little bit. And Quap actually has pretty... Well, they both have ass-based damage, but Quap has an edge over Viper. So there we go. We will resume. Clockwork is back. Looks like he jiggled the Ethernet cable, kicked the modem, whatever you got to do. Pulled the bacon out of the hard drives. And he's back, baby. So Spectre will undoubtedly be the big breadwinner here from this laning phase. XXD completely unchecked. He's got a Quelling Blade for good measure. He's racking up these last hits. Enigma having a very slow time in the jungle. He did counter-ward this spawn, but he's still got just so little to work with here. These two camps are still counter-warded. Counter-warded isn't the right word, just warded in general. We'll hold that thought, though, because in the mid lane, Viper's in some trouble. Rotation in from the Rubik as well as the Visage. And now Enigma rotates in, and Enigma needs to be a little careful here, perhaps. Support coming in from Johnny as well. Now Nature's Prophet joining the party. This is a large commitment, and they've already lost their mid-hero. Wow, perhaps they're going to make a rotation. No, that's it. Wow, a lot of wasted effort right here. This is a 2 ports used, and they pull Enigma out of the jungle. One of the ports is Nature's Prophet. The Spectre, truly in a freeform environment, has now picked up boots. That's usually a good way to get this game started. I mean, just look at the last hit difference.
Dire's bottom
Spectre,
tower
18
is
and
under
5.
attack.
Next highest is Bat Rider, 8 and 1. So DT just pulling all that attention mid, and they still got the kill. A huge victory, multifaceted. About a 1,200 gold and experience lead already here at the 3-minute mark, as they do pull ahead 2-0. Bat Rider doing pretty well up here in this off lane against basically the solo Nature's Prophet. CM is in the jungle and hasn't really had much of a presence in the lane. Nature's Prophet, almost level 4, does have his boots that he started with, Ring of Protection, and the magic stick. Why am I talking about Nature's Prophet? I was talking about Bat Rider. What the fuck? Bat Rider is the one I was trying to mention. He's doing very well up here in this lane against the Nature's Prophet. They're both doing reasonably well, as they should when they're up against each other. But it's better news for the Radiant side. Bat Rider can come online nice and quickly here. And if he gets an early blink, say by the 10, 11-minute mark, he'll be able to create that valuable space for Spectre. And, well, Spectre's already got a lot of space. Up top, July. What happened to my sound? Why am I not getting Dota sounds? Oh, because my speakers were turned down. There we go. July, he's in some trouble. 3 hit points, but he'll use that Firefly. He flies off the map. HGT. Oh, this is frustrating. Oh, he finds him. Oh, no, Bat Rider. He works back down. There we go. Now I can hear what's
Radiant's
happening.
middle tower is under
So they
attack.
do get a kill on the board, and Nature's Prophet secures that kill. Bat Rider just barely pokes into vision. We see some pings coming out. What is he pinging over here? Just how he was off the map, I guess. Queen of Pain with a haste rune will rotate towards the top lane. But nothing comes of it. Visage will hold the lane against Viper, and Quap will rotate back in. Uh-oh, maybe they can secure a kill on the Viper. Viper, my man. You're in trouble. How did he not see that one coming? I don't like to nitpick, but they saw Quap rotating top. They saw she had a haste rune, but still, he was just in this horrible position, just sitting right here in the river. Not even on the high ground, not even on the south side of the tower. Easy kill for Quap. This Viper already taking 2 spills, 0-2-0 within the first 5 minutes. That's really bad. We talked about Starladder in the last game and how momentum-based he is. Viper, not quite as bad as Starladder on that front, but definitely a momentum-based hero. Doesn't have the best recovery tools. Doesn't really farm that well either. And now he's just going to be off to a slow start. The flip side of that is now Queen of Pain is 0-0-3. She's been involved in all 3 of the kills that are out for DT. And, of course, that is big. That will help boost her farm and make up for the reasonably low CS she has going on here. 8-4 against the 20-9 Viper. So even though they've killed him twice, Viper's still doing all right because his CS is just so darn good. In July, in some trouble once again. Deja vu, but this time he'll get picked off straight away. Spectre haunts in, looking for a kill on Nature's Prophet. Might be able to find it. Sprout, well, that's not going to save you against Spectre. Spectral Dagger cuts right through those trees. Now CM in some trouble perhaps. Rubik doing some damage, but Enigma joins the party. Double kill coming out for the Spectre. It will cost him a Rubik. A 2-for-2, Visage nearby, and Enigma will be forced to move back to the tower. Not a good exchange for the Dire side. Definitely not what they were looking for. Even though it was a 2-for-2, Spectre gets a double kill in exchange for a kill on the Bat Rider and the Rubik. Spectre's already having a good time. He's been in free farm heaven, and now with a double kill at the 6-minute mark. Oh, boy. Not good. Not good for the Dire. Spectre's also level 8. He's 2 levels ahead of the solo mid-heroes. God, he is starting to ball out of control.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And what's slowing him down? I don't see too much. If he is going for that fast Radiance build, he'll have it before too long. He may opt for drums before the Radiance, but boy, he'll be able to get away with it. That's A-okay. He's already tilted. He can haunt into these fights without a care in the world. So, 5-3 here at the 7-minute mark. Perhaps we can take a glance at the gold graph. Only about 1,000 golden experience lead for the Radiant side. Not as much as you'd think it would be. A lot of it is because in this mid lane, Quap just isn't farming. Viper 32-9. against the 13-4 Queen of Pain. Quap does have the experience advantage. Perhaps a rotation coming in. Smoked up Visage. Viper. Oh, there's the Quap ulti. Viper's going to take another spill. No way he's surviving this one. Quap secures the kill that time. Now Nature's Prophet ports in. They will be able to make it a 1-for-1, I think. Visage destined to fall. Air.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ends. Your blood froze.
He just walked up to the hot. All right. Well, good turnaround from HGT right there. I don't know why Quap did that. If you didn't have much mana left, didn't have much health, no bottle charges, he just walked up from the low ground, took a frostbite to the face, and died. He could have easily survived that. Did not need to go aggressive. An odd exchange right there. It started out as a really good gank on Viper, but HGT turned it around.
Dire's
take a
top tower
two
is
for one.
under attack.
Well, Clockwork now getting some experience. He is closer to level 6. Actually, just a few creep kills away. He does have a haste rune on. So, as always, as soon as Clockwork comes online at 6, that's when he can start moving around a little bit, setting up ganks around the map. So that is something that the Dire side will have at their disposal. Spectre will indeed go for the drums after phase boots. Probably still looking for a Radiance after, but may opt for a slightly different build. His farm is still very powerful. Rubik takes a Viper strike, telekinesis. Viper does secure the kill onto Rubik. Quap will secure this kill. Blink, scream, and it is a 1-for-1. That time a good exchange, but support coming in once again. Enigma ports in. Does have a black hole available. He is level 8, sitting on level 3 Malefice as well. But Quap survives. So 7-6, they're still doing a good job keeping this Viper down. He finally gets a kill on the board, but 1-4. Spectral Dagger comes out on Johnny down bottom. XXD just laying in the right clicks. Hook shot actually off the mark. It's intercepted by some creeps. Does throw out the cogs. Nature's Prophet ports in as well. Uh-oh, this exchange could go south for DT. Spectre taking a lot of return damage. And he will fall. They managed to finish off the Clockwork. Compliments of the Familiars. But it is a 1-for-1, not the exchange that DT were looking for. CM getting a kill on Spectre. Yeah, just not worth it. Spectre didn't even get the kill on Clockwork. And, of course, Spectre fell. Not a good exchange. Graf still holding steady around 1,000 golden experience advantage for our Radiant side.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spectre still the #1 farmer in this game, despite that unfortunate exchange we just saw. Double damage rune now up on the Viper, and he's working towards that mech, about halfway to the recipe. So he has made some recovery farm here, but whoa, daddy, there we go. Blink Dagger online for in July. At the 10.5 minute mark, that is it's pretty solid. Sorry, just watching the instant replay there. So Viper, double damage rune on, he'll just continue farming away. And Queen of Pain, she's level 9. She's still got a level advantage, but her last hits just aren't on point, even though they've killed this Viper that many times. I mean, Queen of Pain is 2-1-3, and Viper is 1-4-2. A huge KDA disparity there, but still Viper ahead on the net worth. Up top, Enigma will get picked
Radiant's
off.
bottom tower is under attack.
Does have a black hole available, but not much he can do to survive, even if he burned the black hole. Wouldn't have done much. Hook shot from the Clockwork, connects with the Rubik. Nature's Prophet ports in. They do secure the kill on Rubik, but it costs Nature's Prophet his life.
Dire's top
So it ends up
tower
being a
is
1-for-2
under attack.
exchange. And DT do come out the victors. All the while, space created for Spectre, who's just last hitting away down bottom. Farm. Still #1 on the net worth. Though Nature's Prophet is nipping at his heels. NP, well, he's got himself up that hand of Midas. So, of course, his farm will start to skyrocket. Radiant Courier. Got to be careful. That's a cute courier. Look at that little unicorn. I don't know what it's called, but it's cute.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's adorable. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, though, Glyph comes out. As this tier 1 tower takes a lot of damage, Bat Rider does secure the deny. Haunt in from the Spectre. Perhaps looking for a kill here on Viper. He does steal Viper Strike. And they finish him off. Great hold from DT. They secure the tower deny. Spectre grabs another kill, and it's on Viper, a very high-value target. Great plays all around from DT right there. Almost said DNT for Dignitas. And now Spectre, again, if he wants to go for Radiance 1200 in the bank, he's well on his way. His timing is going to be spot on. This is one of the great things about this Spectre build, though. If you have the freedom to go phase boots into drums, you can come online so much easier. You can actually participate in these team fights. Any opportunity, you can just haunt in. You actually have a little bit of sustainability. You do hit reasonably hard because of the phase boots.
Radiant's top tower
Then you can just go back to farming.
attack.
But XDD, pardon me, he won't go for the Radiance. He does have that Blade of Alacrity.
Dire's
I can
bottom
assume
tower
it will
is
be a
under
Diffusal
attack.
Blade. A classic item on Spectre. Not a bad choice, though Radiance is definitely what's popular these days. Clockwork looking for a hook shot. You see the arc right here. Might be able to line it up. There it is. He will connect with creeps, but joining the fray nonetheless. Visage Familiars do a good bit of damage here. And actually, Viper will survive for now. Nature's Prophet comes in. He finishes off Rubik. Two very low health heroes, but they can't secure the kills. Instead, Spectre taking heavy damage. Freezing Field enough to secure the kill. And it's a 2-for-0 exchange. Going the way of the Dire side. Oh, boy. Both Nature's Prophet and Viper barely survived. Nature's Prophet? Why?
Dire's top tower
Just
is
why?
under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Just why?
is under attack.
Oh, all right. So, Quap gets a recovery kill at least. Could have been a better exchange. Eidolon's pressuring the tower. Look, Familiar's doing a good bit of damage here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
In July, well, he'll go ahead and bottle up a double damage right here. 1,700 gold up on the Bat Rider again. Wow. Pretty big experience advantage going our Radiant side's way. About 3,000 and about a 1,700 gold lead here at the 14-minute mark. They've got 3 level 11 heroes, only 1 on the side of the Dire. Pretty large disparity. Though the mech is now up on Viper on our Radiant team. DT, they're working towards their mech, though they don't have it quite yet. Uh-oh, Viper in trouble. Lasso, they'll have the follow-up damage. He pops his mech. Enigma, he's got a black hole, looking for it. Will use it to try and save the Viper, but it's not enough. Quap pops in, finishes him off. A full duration black hole, but there's just no follow-up damage. Now Enigma will pay for it with his life. They dive the tower just a little bit here, looking to finish off the Bat Rider. They don't find it. Clockwork gets dropped as well. It's a 1-for-3 as the Rubik did fall. Crystal Maiden, Bat Rider, fell to the urn. There you have it. So 2 for 4. No, 2 for 3. Nope, it's a 2 for 4. Crystal Maiden gets finished off. Triple kill going to air, crippling the opposition. 6, 1, and 5. Queen of Pain. Now level 12. Viper, he ports back in. He needs to be a little bit careful here. Is the support inbound? Looks like it. They don't have the damage to pick him off. Viper being very bold, though. So another good exchange for our Radiant side. Golden Experience Graph continuing to reflect their spoils. Spectre now pretty close to his Diffusal. Does have the 2 Blades of Alacrity. Would be pretty darn close to that Radiance, but doesn't have it.
Dire's middle
Still
tower
working towards
is
the
under
Diffusal.
attack.
An interesting choice from the Spectre. Nature's Prophet has actually taken over as the leading farmer of this game. And it looks like he will be working towards a Necro book. Has those first 2 core pieces. Actually just about at the recipe as well. Endomitis really starting to kick in. But it seems our Dire side, HGT, feeling some of the pressure. They will group up and start to put a little bit of their pushing power to work as this top tier 1 feels the pressure. It's that old saying, if you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen. Bat Rider now with BOTs up. Clockwork has himself a 4-staff. The presence of the Radiant team will be enough to repel the pushing forces of the Dire. Visage been doing a good job with these Familiars. Anytime they push, he's been right there. Did they just use a double smoke? I think they did. Ooh. Well, DT will press forward. In July, there's the blink. Lasso. Onto the Clockwork. Haunt in from the Spectre. Clockwork should be the first to die. Yep, indeed he will. Now, Viper, target of choice. The Enigma comes in. No black hole available. Decent ulti from the Quap. Does a fair bit of damage here. Viper just standing in the fire. Crystal Maiden falls. Enigma going to get dropped shortly after. This is going to be a 5-0. Whoa! What just happened right there? Looks like that double smoke, if anything, was a good luck charm. DT with some serious momentum. We'll see this golden experience graph just jump in their favor. Spectre barely survives, but indeed he does. And the top tier 1 will fall shortly after. All of a sudden, HGT in big trouble, my friends. That was just an odd exchange. Like, okay, Clockwork gets caught by the lasso. That's cool. Clockwork's got nowhere to go. Viper just kind of stood his ground, and he was just standing in the fire. Not a care in the world. That's that old classic WoW rating saying, if it looks bad, it is bad. Fire's usually not good. So he dies of the fire. Enigma, I mean, he was there. He was doing everything he could, but he just didn't have a black hole. That was one of those, they didn't have the tools to deal with it, and everyone else just got dropped. Now, our Dire side, they have a good bit of pushing power, right? They've got the Enigma. They've got themselves a Nature's Prophet. That's a lot of summons. But I don't really see this team synergy. I mean, Viper, he does damage, but no burst. He's slow and steady, needs to survive. Enigma, he's got black hole, but if the hole's on cooldown, he's pretty much a one and done. You know, there's no round 2. There's no mulligan if you whiff that hole. Uh-oh, Nature's Prophet. He'll make it. No interrupt on the Spectre. But I just don't see their synergy. I mean, they've got the initiation from Clockwork, but against the Bat Rider, if Clockwork gets caught, that's it. You've lost your initiator. And that's not a good way to start a fight. Now, smoke, blink, blink. Oh, wow. In July, we'll get the blink off. Johnny, cancel casting the hook shot. But Frostbite comes out, and they do secure a kill on the Bat Rider. They give him a taste of his own medicine. Though, Telekinesis out on the Clockwork. Spectre taking some damage. Quap has now completed the Orchid. Q, playing the Enigma, is level 11. Has a black hole ready. Airport's in. Uh-oh, getting some lag here. There's the Haunt. Nature's Prophet taking a lot of damage as well. Orchid out. And Enigma, as well as Nature's Prophet, just getting dropped. I'm seeing some lag on my end here. Some heroes are just jumping all over. Crystal Maiden gets scraped up, and now Viper. Ooh, there's the interrupt. 1 for 5. GG, they tap out. Wow. What a different game. I'm a little bit shocked. Slightly relieved because I'm barely even casting at this point. My brain is turned into jello. But wow. That first game was really close. I mean, much closer than this. That was just devastation. And our Dire side, I mean, wow. I'm at a little bit of a loss for words. I mean, they started off okay. The Viper, yeah, well, actually, no, they didn't. I take that back. Crystal Maiden got picked off for the first blood. Viper got killed shortly after. Queen of Pain wasn't farming that well, but just back-to-back team wipes. Unfortunate way for HGT to go out for that epic game 1. They do concede a quick game number 2. Well, guys, that wraps up our coverage today. The first night of 3 for the Chinese qualifier for Starladder Season 9. I am Zayori. Thank you for bearing with my solo casting. It was a long day. We finished up the America qualifiers earlier today. I got a couple hours of sleep in the interim, but it is 5 a.m. PST. I am beyond beat. And I'm glad you guys stuck with us here for the first night of this round robin. And I'm going to use that word once again. Now, we will be back tomorrow night, starting at the same time, at least tentatively scheduled for that time. Another BO2. It will be HGT versus NE. Interesting. And it will be at the same time, 12:30 a.m. PST. That is 30 minutes after midnight. Yeah, tomorrow I will be joined by Merlini, and we will be well rested as we won't be casting during the day tomorrow. So make sure you join us for that. If you're confused about time zones, conversions, you can head over to dota2.starladder.tv or just follow us on Twitter at ZayoriTV, at MerliniDota, at Beyond the Summit, or at Starladder_TV. We will be tweeting the times, and of course, we will be tweeting when we go live. Thank you for joining us today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.